Sorry guys. Okay, got disconnected. Okay, I was trying to do is hello dot class, right? Yes. ADDID. Okay, I'd given something like this. Okay, that's the problem. This func was not declared. What else do I need to add here? It's all right. Was not declared. The function may define reference to. Okay, this file is not saved. Okay, okay. Sorry guys, this file was not saved, so that's why it was. Okay, now it is done. Okay. Okay, I'll repeat. Okay. So I have a hello.cpp file through which I wanted to add additional .cpp file. Okay, here we regularly declare the function that we need. Okay, and in .hpp you define the functions that it needs. Okay, now the executable that we are trying to generate is hello class. Okay, which will generate a binary with the help of two CPP files, hello.class CPP and additional dot CPP. Okay, so what this does is this Cmake does is this will set some environments. So here what he is trying to say is source file. Source file is like just a dummy variable. Okay, it is a local variable like how you declare any local variable in a C program. This is just a local variable. Okay, I can rename it to anything else. Source underscore f. Okay, okay, this is also fine. Okay, so using this, I'm just setting this as this, and I say add an executable. So add executable, what it does is it will generate a binary with name hello.c with the help of following CPP files. Okay, this is what it does. Whereas on top you see set cmake std. So this is a what should I say predefined keyword for cmake. Okay, So what it does is, what is a CMake version using which you want to build, like 17, 14, or something else. I can still set this to 11 or 14, 20, or 23. What is the CMake versions which are available? Okay, so I mean, not CMake, what is the C++ standards that are available? Okay, so do you guys know what are the different C++ standards that are available? Any of you? We can just refer here. You would see these are the different C++ versions which are available. Every 3 years you get something new, like 11, 14, 17, 20, 23, and 26. These are the versions which are available. So you can set any one among them here, like set CMake standards as 11, and you can compile your code up to that standards which you want. Okay, so that's what we do. So I think I showed you how to build the CMake dot and make that will build it. But generally, before CMake, how people used to build is they used to have they used to go through the same command line.
So
Hello
that
class
is
dot
C
CPP
make
and
standard
addition.
11,
So
right? C make standard 11 or C++
1 minute.
standard 11?
You guys can hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Someone were asking any questions?
Yes, yes, I'm only
Okay,
asking.
sorry.
Sakal. Yes, that C make standard only, it is showing 11 or that C++ standard one? That one?
It's a C++ standard. It has nothing to do with CMake. CMake is just a utility to use to build.
Okay.
Okay.
So it was
Now
mentioned that C make, no? So that's it.
here CMake C++
Mhm.
standards. Okay. Set
Okay, okay.
C++ standard मतलब CMake के अंदर there is a predefined macro or variable. उसका standard you set it up as 11. Okay. Whereas this guy tells what is the minimum CMake version I need to compile my application. Okay. You just see here, you can just type. Now you would see CMake version as 3.2.12 This is the version that we have, or is this what are the CMake suits? This is what which is available. I have set it to this. Okay. Now in through command line, how do we build this application? Hello world or additional. Let's see. So using this C, it generated a file by name a.out. Okay, I'm removing this. Now I'll build the I think the command line way of building it is this one. G++ hello additional dot. I mean, or you mention all the files here and uh, you give the binary name. This is how you build using a command line. So in order to avoid all these things, right? That's when we move to CMake list. So you just write a dummy CMake list and then give use the tools like CMake and make to build your applications. Okay. So far, any questions on what is CMake and make or anything else?
Sir, we can have multiple .cpp files also, na? Means
Ah, correct. Here you see
two, more than two also.
as many times as many as you
Uh-huh.
want you can have.
And that many files we have to add here, na?
Correct. See, there are other ways of adding. You can just put a star, like you can create a folder and put a star also.
Okay.
Okay. Like you can, we'll go through that. You can just create a folder here See, generally, how you would see code would be like new folder, maybe in C++, C also you would have done. Okay, what you would do, you would take all the C files, all the CPP files, and move it here into source folder. Okay, so I moved my CPP to. Okay, let me undo it here. I'll create another project. That's best. I want to change my this thing. Okay, so I'll.
So as you said that Cmake file is utility to help for the compiling the CPP files, right? The C files.
Yeah. Oh,
And
I'll tell
what
you
is
what
the
it
work
is.
of? Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So you had some questions. Okay. I'll tell you. So this is my PPT slide. Okay. I'll write a notes. Cmake is used to generate MakeFile next year. Okay. And make is used to okay. Used to generate Toto or bin from a. Okay, I'm able to clear a question, right? So you write what we do is first we write a CMake test to say what we want to build and name it. Okay, right. First we write a CMake list to say what we want to build and name it. Like what are the C++ files and what are the Dutch files. We want to build it and make it. Then we take CMake, we run CMake list on this file. Okay. So when we say CMake space dot dot, you can say space dot dot, or you can give the exact location where the CMake list file is there. Okay. So then this guy is going to generate a make file. Okay. This is the output of this file. Okay. Then what you do is there is a utility by name make. So you run command make. What it will do is it will take instructions from this file and generate the binaries that we want. So in this example, we just generate an application by name hello world.app. Later on, okay, we'll generate libraries, shared libraries, static libraries, or installable applications, or how do you install a .h files into some locations and all. That is what we use this for. And G++ is what G++ is mainly used to build applications. Okay, but for this you need to give arguments one after one. So to reduce that work is why we use all those things. We have all these other utilities. Am I clear? Do you have any more questions on this? Okay. So yes. Okay. So next would be I'll add some folders wherein into which we'll move. Okay, so new folder. Okay, now I have a .spp file. You guys can move to this. Okay, now what we have done here is we just organized our code in a way that we have source files in a source folder, include files in a include folder. Okay, the moment we make it right, so for see the CMake list me you said just file name. Okay, now you go and make it right, it will not be able to build it. Okay, so what did I do? Okay, I removed unwanted folder. Sorry. So this is the folder in which I have our code. Okay. See, the moment I run, he is saying I am not able to find hello.class and all. Okay. So this is where you need to give the exact locations. You would see source slash. So here is where you are trying to give the exact location of this file. Okay. Now then you give it. See the configuration is done. Okay, so he's able to find the hello class.cpp. So generally when you run your G++ also, right, by any chance if you miss the folder location of the files, you don't know where it might end up. Okay, so to avoid all those, we can use this CMake list wherein you can specifically mention this. During build setup itself, he is giving you warning like I am not able to find a source file by name, so on. So that's when you can go and check here whether what you have given is right or wrong, and you can correct it. Okay, so now even though this is mentioned, right, okay, see here, but your .h file is in not the source folder or in this class, so you would still see issues. So now I give a make. Now he's telling issues like I'm not able to include my .hpp file. Okay, now you also need to mention where this file is. Okay, so that's when you can mention include directories and all, set include directories and all you can mention. So other way is you can correct this as include. I can give include slash something like this. Okay, then you would not get that error. But would you prefer to do this? I think this is not something which is recommended. So we'll just go and edit this file to consider where my .h files are there. I think somewhere I have for this. Cmake set include folder. See, you would get a lot of them here. Okay, you can just say this include directory property and you can edit it. You can just add this to this thing. See, you can just copy this include directories. Now let's see what it does. See, now it just built without any issues. It built. So what I wanted to cover in this is how to set up a include folder. Okay. Similarly, if you have multiple include folders, like you can have one include folder here, you can have some other include folder somewhere else, or someone has given you a library, that and all you can set it up here. Okay. Now, second is set up. Okay. So using this, we can build multiple files. Okay. So the right way of commenting is this hash. So you can add your comments into CMake list using this way. Okay. So far, anyone has doubt in this? How do you set up an include folder, or how do you set up your source files?
So this is similar to C, I think, means a little bit similar, not exactly,
It's
but
almost similar. There is no change because it is just
yeah,
see,
no,
what we are trying to do is we are trying to cover CMake. It has nothing to do with C or
it-
C++. Whether it's C,
yes,
C++,
understood.
Java, Python, the almost everything is same. I think I have seen someone using SVN.
Mm.
Someone says they are from RTOS background. Uh, 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 so it would be better, like you guys know what CMake are like. That's why I'm just a small refresher
Yes.
for that. Anyone has any questions? Okay. CMake source. Let's see whether this works. No, I don't think it is not set up using this way. I think today, I think for today, I think this is what I wanted to cover. Rest, I think we would cover tomorrow. Tomorrow, I would cover how do you set up the source directory. I think how do you set up a source directory and how you can set up a binary directory itself so that the binary that you generated can go and sit in some other locations or not. If you guys are interested, I'll take this one. Else, I can start with the actual C++ programming one. So I can runtime type identifications and all I can cover in next class if you guys want. Uh, what do you guys want me to cover in the next class? Anyone has anything?
Yes, sir, we can cover it in next class because one girl is not there. I think I just noticed she is
Yeah.
not here.
Okay. Correct. Yeah. I think there were
Just,
7 to 8 people. I think many of them didn't join today. I think some of them has
yes,
interviews and it's festival for all. I don't want to cover too much, so I'll just record this and paste it tomorrow.
sure, sir, sure.
Okay.
Sir,
Mhm.
I'm not able to share my screen, so
Okay.
help me out.
Okay. Rest of you, I think
So,
they can drop.
yeah.
Yeah. Tell me, Sakale, what is it that you're facing?
So that is the thing. Whenever I click in the share screen, no, it is asking for that use system desktop capture, use system window capture, and whiteboard.
Window capture.
So window capture, right?
Uh,
Okay. So,
Window or a desktop. Window means you are just selecting one application. Desktop means whole desktop.
okay. Desktop it is not right. So is it visible?
I think it's loading. Sakalia has started screen sharing. It's coming as black. So
That is
what
the
is
thing.
forget that. What other options you are?
Oh, wait.
What is the
Screen
actual error that
and
you are seeing?
see actually right. I have I have two screens, right? And in laptop one screen I have and one remote PC I have.
Okay,
And,
I can disconnect anyone and we
so
can share.
okay, disconnect. So because whenever you are telling no that commands I can
Okay.
write there only. That is the thing. In this also it is showing select monitor to share with a requesting application. This one monitor PC means
Monitor.
that
Yes.
remote PC is Lenovo one and built-in display is that laptop one.
Okay.
So I
Which
have
one you want to share?
selected that in Lenovo only.
Hmm.
That remote PC only I have shared.
Okay.
So whenever I'm clicking on that, it is not coming. So that black screen is coming. That is the thing.
I'm not sure. Hey, hi all.
Right. So then what is 8:30 or 9 o'clock? And that
Sakalia, sorry.
the class will start 8:30 or 9 o'clock.
No,
So
9
you have
o'clock.
mentioned that
It's a meeting. It says it's 9, but we'll start at 8:30 itself. So that what should I
okay.
say? Maybe I'll correct that also. I thought uh, it will allow us to have 30 more minutes. Zoom will allow us to,
Okay, okay. Okay, okay,
but
okay.
it's not doing it as it is.
Okay.
Wait for
So that's why I thought no one has joined.
things. Okay, Sakala, any doubts you have from last class, or is your build setup done, or you still have issues?
Yeah, no, I was practicing what are the codes you have given now, so some
So you are able to
checking
build,
and
right? You don't see any
yes,
issue.
yes,
Okay.
no.
Do you guys see I'm going too fast, or Am I providing required information for you guys?
No, you are smoothly going on. So,
Because
for
I
me, it
don't
is
want.
fine. For others, I don't know. So,
Okay.
for me, that C++ also new for me. So I
So
thought on that C only. So
you may work, but you have
I'm
learned
just
in college, right?
yes, yes.
That's enough.
All the concepts are same. At least we can relate that one.
That's
That.
the-
First, we complete that C++ one, or after that we'll go for the Linux, right? How
I'll do both in parallel, man. Like see,
to
Linux may, if you know IPCs, you need what
Hmm.
you need to know is IPCs, file
Okay,
systems, and commands. What more you
okay,
guys need to know? That's more than enough, right?
okay.
There are many other things like open embedded Yocto and all that. That itself is going to
Mhm.
take 2 weeks of
Okay.
training. That's huge. For that, you need hardware simulators and all.
Mhm.
Think.
So how to connect that Uno board, how to working on that? So with Linux,
Yeah,
that
for
is
that you
also
need to
different,
buy
right?
that board first.
Yeah, I have those things means I
Which board
have
you have?
already that Uno board only, and that mm, temperature sensor, IR sensors, all
Okay.
things I have collected from
Uno Linux board. Huh?
yeah. So in Arduino, I have done that project, no? So from Saswat only
Okay.
totals. That's right.
Order node. Okay.
So Linux, I don't know. Totally, Linux is new for me. Only in Arduino and Proteus, I taught. Okay, then first of all, we need this basic things. Then only
Okay.
we'll entering this
I just want to see you guys are
development part.
able to
Yeah.
code, make changes, and we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's start. Okay. Hey, morning all. I think I'll start. Not wait for everyone. Okay. Edit we. Okay. So I reused my folder. I think last class we what we did was setting up Visual Studios and setting up our build environment so that we can build our a small application in our file systems. Okay, so this class I'll go through this some few concept of auto keyword, loop modifiers, and derived data types and all. Okay, so then I'll take up something with G++, or else shall I start some basic commands with respect to G++? So that would help us understand what each folder does than others. Okay, okay, maybe I'll start
Yeah.
the G++ and all. That should be good. Okay. So in your I think in the code which wherein you have cloned, right? You would maybe it's you you can see the files like cmake list on hello class dot cpp. Okay. So what we generally used in Linux to compile is G++ compiler. So you can just type G++ version. I think this we have covered in last class. Like you would see what is the compiler that I have or your PC has, which is used to compile your environment. Okay. So, so what is GCC is or GCC G++? They are just compilers which are used to compile your code which you have mentioned. And this is free open source code which is widely, very much widely available, which you can download easily and using which you can compile any latest version of C++. Like you can compile from 11 to 23. All those versions are available in this in G++. Okay. So generally how you would compile any file is, I think you would do just G++ and you would do a file name. Okay. So with this, what it does is it will just compile and create a.out file. Okay. And this is the executable that it generates, and you can just run them. Okay. And it will just print what is the contents of this file without anything. Okay. Now, the other one which I want to, but what is not controlled here is you cannot give the name of this file like just like this. But if you want to know the exact, if you want to give the exact name of the file, so this guy provides you an option by name minus o flag. So whatever name that you want to give. So this will generate an output with a binary name a.out, and I mean it is generating a file by name hello. See, this is the name that you have given. It has generated the file with that name, so, and you can just execute it, and it's generating the file with this name. Okay, and I'll just remove these two files. Okay. So apart from this, what else we can do is, what if we have more than one file, more than one C++ file? So what we can do is we can give all of them, okay, as one and again. So if your project contains more than one file, you can pass them all as a parameter. Then it will compile all the file and give one as an output. Okay, but doing all those things, like every time you typing all the commands, I mean, or all the file names is not generally recommend, like that's not user friendly for us. So that's why what we do is we try to automate all this them. So so earlier people used to have something like MakeFile and all. Okay, so on top of that something came is Cmake. So what is Cmake is? Cmake is a utility, okay, which will take input as a CMake list, okay, and help us compile this guy, in compile all the files or whatever that we want to do, we can mention here, and it will generate the output or a library that whatever that we want out of it. Okay, so so in our repository you would have seen, okay, CMake list here. Okay, here we use the flags by name set source flag, or you actually don't need this for us. This is also this is I mean, this is the minimal thing that you want, okay, to compile. Okay. So before building anything, right, what we can do is you just check what is the utility that we have. Just check you guys have Cmake version installed. Cmake you guys would have installed as part of our regular building environment. So what Cmake does is it will convert this file and generate some temporary files using which it can build the files that we are given. So what we do is you just create a file by name build cd build and you say dot dot. So what dot dot means is run a cmake command and you pass an argument by name. Generally look for a file by name cmake list in a previous folder. Okay, so that's what we are trying to tell here. Cmake list dot unquoted arguments list set. So, this one. So now what he has done is he has taken this file and generated some dummy files here. See, earlier there was no files by name in this folder. Now, if you want, I'll remove this. So you see there are no files. Now I'm passing this. I'm running the same command again. Cmake dot dot. So what it does is it will set my compiler as user bin cmake dot dot. So he'll say C plus plus. First he will check C plus plus compiler is installed or not. He is saying that C plus plus compiler is installed. This is from GNU and it has detected the compiler. And where is the location? It is saying it is in this location. Okay. Similarly, if you have any other tool chains like from your Ubuntu, you are trying to build for some third-party Linux boards, right? You can set up that. Okay.
Sir, what is that minus RF remove file or what is
Remove files. Remove all the files and folders. Remove RM means remove. RF means
that?
recursively all the files and folders. It will just remove.
Okay,
So
okay.
whatever files that
That
you
means
have,
whatever the
files that it has built, it will remove. Okay.
okay.
So cmake dot dot will just set up all those things and it says generating done and build files that are required, everything that are needed for the system. If you see, it has generated all these files. Okay, so most of them are temporary, so they all are not needed. What is needed or what we need can check is MakeFile. Okay, so the goal is it will generate this file, but technically it's not needed for us for our understanding. Okay, I will go through this file. Okay, it's a huge file. Oh God. So what this guy provides us is okay, there's a huge file. Okay, so here if you see what we wanted to generate is a executable by name hello class. Okay, this is the binary name that we are trying to give, which is generated from this file, from this CPP file. Okay, so if you open this file, it's a huge file, like that's very difficult to understand. Okay, so and generally people used to write all these files and then they moved to CMake, which is generating this file. So here if you see the binary that is needed is hello dot class, and how you want to and if you want to generate this, what you need to do. So you'd call a command like make and make silent. I'm not sure what it is. This. So another flag and check for all the files in some location, temporary location, and generate a binary by name hello class. It would do. So you would see first. Okay, it generate me the. Okay, let's not go through this. I think it is there too huge for us for you guys to understand.
Maybe automatically it has generated, right?
It has
Whenever you
generating
run
all
that.
these files. It has
Okay.
automatically generated this files. Okay, it
Okay.
sets up what all environments that it needs. So all these are like shell. It actually generates something like similar to a shell script command make file. So here you are setting up what are the environments that are needed here for us to run this code. Okay. So if you are generating, if you have more than one file, you would see hello class.cpp kidara, you will see one more file, hello class, I mean some other class.cpp file or all those things. So what you might need to do know is what are these three things. Okay. So generally once you set up your build environment, right, what we need to do is, okay, you just check whether the build environment is set. So first thing you need to see is whether all these commands have run successfully. Okay. I'll go to my Visual Studio here. I'll write some script and I'll build again. See, it is throwing some errors, or you would see some configurations errors. So what you need to check for configuration complete or not complete. So once you are seeing this errors means it is not properly configured. So you might need to configure, you need to fix it up this. Okay. So once you fix this, you would get configuration done and your build related settings are done in this folder, and you need to go to this folder and run some commands. So now I am in here. So then this is the place where you can build the executable that you want. Okay. So in this folder, I can run a command by name make. So when I run a command by name make, that is when what it will do, it will open this make.file and run the commands that it needs and generates the necessary binary that we had given. Okay. So this is what this Cmake is about. Cmake is used to set up your build environment. Okay. Like what is my source file? What is my compiler? What are the arguments that we can give, and etc. and all. Okay. This is why we use this Cmake. And what other things that he does is, like if you see here, I make, okay, by default it calls make all. Now I can clean whatever I have built, like how you have make clean, right? Maybe in your any command line, any other compilers that you have used or IDEs you have used, you have an option of build and clean. So you can give such commands, make, clean. So what is the job of make? So the job of Cmake is to convert your Cmake list to a make file. I repeat, Cmake list, what it will do, it will convert your Cmake list to a make file. Okay. Now make file will have list of commands which will help you build your application. Now I used make dot like now make is the guy which will generate the binary that I need. Okay. Now I do just make. So now you are able to build this. Okay, now I'll have the binary that I need, hello dot class. Next, I can remove this. Remove the binary that it got generated. So you guys want to try, you guys can try this for a couple of minutes. Guys might understand what it is. Then I'll go through some few flags with the G++.
So before that, you need to write that echo
Environment.
$sign
This is not,
CXS.
this is not required. I thought
Not required, right?
not required.
Okay.
See my
Directly you can start that Cmake only.
uh,
It will come, right? Cmake, no, it is coming Cmake error, the source directory home not appear. Content Cmake list.
Can you share what?
Yeah.
You just need to go to the build folder. So cmake space dot dot or cmake space.
Is it coming? No.
I'm not able to see your screen. It's just black.
It is like that
So
only.
in which folder are you in?
Wait. Documents only. Ubuntu, the
Documents.
documents folder.
Yeah, you are in
Yeah.
documents folder, but where is your
Yeah.
code? Cmake list file.
Cmake list in documents only. That GitHub, right? GitHub file.
You need to go to the place where this chapter 1 and hello class folder. You need to go to
Oh,
hello class
there I
folder
need to go.
or anything. See,
Okay, okay.
so this cmakes takes cmake list location. The parameter like that you are passing, right? Okay, it takes the parameter where.
Okay. First of all, we need to run the code, then only I'll go to that
You
Cmake
just go
button.
to this folder. I'll repeat again. Okay, so see, this is your folder, right?
Yes.
I'm just deleting my build folder. Okay. Okay. See, what does CMake need? CMake needs CMake list file. Okay. You can create it here. If you run this command in this folder, the cache file, CMake install or CMake folder or MakeFile will be generated in this folder. Okay. But this will just make this folder clumsy because all these are temporary files which you don't need to carry. Okay. So आप क्या करते हो? So you just create a dummy file, dummy folder, BUILD. Okay. Now get into this folder and then make cmake space dot dot.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm trying that. Let's see here.
You guys are able to run, right? Anyone have issues with that? I mean, compiling that. Okay. I hope you guys don't have any issues. Okay. Next, in the same thing. Okay. Now, how do you build multiple files? Okay. So now we have hello class.cpp, right? So it is a I think this is the same code which we went through last class. Okay. What we will do, we'll split this. Okay, into separate functions. Now we'll create a separate file here. Some okay. Now I created a separate file by name additional .cpp. Okay. Inside which we are just moving this. Okay. Now the moment you have CPP, you also need to have a .hpp file. If you have something which is declared outside. So what I'm trying to cover is, so see, in this Cmake list file, we had compiled only one CPP file. Okay, what if you want to compile more than one CPP file? Okay, that we can give here. Okay, so for that, I'm just creating a additional file. So what can do here is, okay, I'll explain what is this, each and everything. Okay, let me just create this file.
Sir, I'm not able to run that file, means hello class.cpp.
What error is showing?
The make directory build, right? After that, entering that folder, hello class. I have
mkd.
entered that chapter 1, hello world, plus I have entered in that
Okay,
folder.
you are in root only, right?
Yes, root only.
Okay, you made the directory. You are in build. Cmake
Yeah, make
space.
directory build, I mentioned. So it is
You did
same thing, it is coming.
cmake space dot. You build, right? This one.
Cmake dot. No, not this one, not this one. Means I have entered that hello class. Wait a minute.
See, you created this build folder.
Yeah, that build folder is not able to create. That is the thing.
Why? Make directory build.
So,
Is the folder already there?
yeah, so,
Just do ls. Just see if the folder is already there.
Yes, build is coming. Build that's Cmake, right?
Inside this folder, if you have any.
Yeah, it is coming. Yeah.
So if it's already there,
Yeah.
then delete those. Fine.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, got it. But this building CSS and linking CSS, these things are not coming for me.
You did this one. Cmake space dot.
Yes.
Okay.
After that,
Then
we need to write a make one, right?
just type map.
Make. Okay. Make. Yeah, I got. Yes.
You got something like this, right?
Yes.
Now we can run this. Just hello dot class, whatever that you have.
Yes. Yeah, got it.
Okay, right. Okay. So I'll continue with whatever I left. So here what we are trying to do is how do I build a project which has more than one CPP files. Okay. For that you need to have the necessary CPP files, two CPP files. HPP files, you can keep it in same folder. Generally, we move to a separate folder. Okay. Before moving it to separate folder, I'm just trying to keep it in this folder and show you. So we are adding a CPP file. Okay. Now what does the CPP file have? std cout. Now if you see std cout is not unknown. So why? Because this guy needs this IO string. Okay. I'll cut this here and paste. Okay. Now this error is gone. Now this function I just need to declare in this .hpp file. Okay. Before that, so most of you, any of you know this? What is if not defined, define? Okay, I'll repeat. So so whenever you write a HPP file, right, you would always start with if not defined, or so that your compiler will not compile the same HPP files again and again. Okay, so it is just a macro to avoid rebuilding the same file again and again. So if not defined, if this macro is not defined, only then take the contents of this. Okay, so the first time I
This
need to,
header file, sir.
yeah,
This one,
inside the
header
header
file,
file.
right?
This is a HPP file. Inside the header file, you mention
Oh,
this. So if this
okay.
macro is
So
not
for
defined,
no, no.
if this
In C also, it will create that header file. This
it's
type of function you have to write.
it's the same. I think it's you would see the same
Yeah.
in the C++ also. It's in C also.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So you define it. So I'm just defining a function by name func here. Okay, and this is visible. Okay, now we have the HPP file. Now we have the C file where the function is defined. Okay, now what we need to do in this HPP file, we just need to include this file. Okay, so we just modified our hello.class additional or additional.build. Now we will try to build this. Okay, so the actual before building it, we'll remove all those things. Let's see what it does. Now, so now you see there is nothing here, no temporary files or nothing, everything is missed. So we will do cmake dot it just set up the environment. Now we'll do additional.hpp. Additional.hpp, no such file or directory, it says. Let's see, is there any spelling mistakes? Maybe I need to give. It is saying this file is not this. Wait. This fine.